Coach Torenzo Quinn, defensive backs coach for Jackson State, defensive passing game coordinator. Coach Quinn, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Hey, not bad, not bad. Hey, it's finally here. I know it's been a long journey for you guys. I know for both of you guys are ready to kick it off. You guys get a week 0 game. I want to start here though. Before we get into everything, you took this new job. You were at Alcorn State last season. What is the transition like? What has it been like for you from Alcorn State stepping into Jackson State?
It was most definitely different. I can say that. The expectation in the building, you can feel it. The moment you step through them doors, we have a lot of resources, a lot of great talent. So the expectation is supposed to be high. So other than that, it's been smooth. The family, the football family, the community did a great job of welcoming me in. So it's a blessing.
Looking at the going into the year, listen, I know everyone's preparing for week 1. I know that's what my guy Coach Fred's doing right now. What's the difference in terms of coaching preparation for a week 0 game? Does it change anything at all, or is it just kind of speed up the schedule for you guys in the off season?
Well, more of speeding up the schedule. It's just like week 1. We going in this game not necessarily blind, but I'm quite sure, he got some new wrinkles, some things that he's doing different than his last stop. So I think it's more of the speed of the schedule.
Coach Fred, I'm gonna let you jump in, man. Before I get to my next ones.
So, going into it, man, my guy, I'm gonna need you to elaborate just a little bit now. You said the expectations. I mean, you were down in championship country. What you mean the expectations are different? I need you to elaborate on that for me.
Well, just coming off a back-to-back undefeated SWAC season, when you step in the building, the things that you need to recruit, the resources, the money, everything at an all-time high. So I look around the room every day and I say, hey, the expectations are supposed to be high, the things that we have in place here. But it wasn't a shot, Coach Fred. I made 2 down there on the yard, man.
Good. Okay, man, you good. Man, you good. I didn't know if that thing had rubbed out up there. But, kind of following Blue on a question, with the week 0 deal, the one time that I was involved in it, of course, you start practice a little bit earlier than everybody else. What was with the all-time high in the heat in the state, what's been the mental part of it for the kids coming back early? Everybody else hasn't started. You guys are really the only ones out in the heat, on the grass. They look around, see guys still having fun. What was that like for you to get those guys back in, go for a week 0 type situation?
First, I thought they embraced it. They was excited to get started. The guys pretty much been on campus since summer. So they was excited to just start to put them pads on and knock each other around.
Well, Coach, so the question I asked before we lost your connection is, you guys brought in a lot of talent at defensive back, both in high school and the transfer ranks. Talk a little bit about your room going into the season and what you think the ceiling is, man, for this defensive back unit.
I can tell you this: the expectation I hold them to is high. Talent is in the room. I just need them to do the right thing all the time. It's all about the culture for me. Just doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it and how it's supposed to be done. But for the most part, the guys, they came in this summer, they bought in, they got right with the culture. I think Saturday we'll know, maybe about 11 p.m. Saturday, we'll know a little bit more about this group. I always tell them, judge a man about what you go through. And Saturday, we're finna go through something. We're finna go to war together. So I'll know more about the group. They talent, but I know more about them after this game Saturday.
When you look at fall camp and what you guys went through preparing for this game, the media team at Jackson's done a great job in terms of highlighting the players, showing some of the big plays. Talk a little bit about the competition between the offense and the defense, man. It looks like it gets a little bit heated out there, and you guys push each other. How competitive is it day to day at those practices?
Iron sharpen iron. They got a great staff on the offense side of the ball that, it's move pretty fast. Got some great concept in, and defensively, whoever bring the juice that day normally win the practice that day. And we go back and forward. But to sum it up, iron sharpen iron. It's talent on that side of the ball as well.
When you look at South Carolina State, they have a very, very experienced quarterback in Corey Fields coming back for his graduate season. Of course, they got some young wide receivers that are going to have to step up instead of Shaq Davis. When you look at that offense, what do you think some of the biggest challenges are that they're going to present for your defensive back unit?
Just the length they have out wide. You look at that roster, 3 or 4 guys that stand 6'4" and 6'5". That's some length. So our biggest challenge is on the vertical football, just making sure we're doing a great job protecting the vertical football. Keep everything in front of us. If we do that, we're gonna have a great chance coming out with a win Saturday.
You've coached with Coach Bradley for a long time now, man. He's the defensive coordinator for Jackson. What is he like just working with him and just in terms of his defensive mind, man? How fun is it to coach with him and how aggressive his defense can be?
First of all, Coach Bradley, a great guy. Outside of football, he'll give you the shirt off his back. So it's always a blessing to work for a guy like that. He's fun to be around. At time it's all about football, but it's time in the office he just keep you rolling. And when you're having fun in the office, you look around 14, 15 hours pass and everybody around still laughing and bright eyes and bushy tail. But scheme wise, he do a little bit of everything. We want the defense to match his mentality. That's to be aggressive.
For you as a coach, how like you guys get to play on ABC in primetime, man. There's not a lot of FCS teams in the country that get this opportunity. What has been your message to the team on performing on that stage and just preparing to be in front of millions of people, man, on ABC on Saturday night?
Take advantage of it. Like you said, a lot of FCS teams don't get this opportunity. So let's take advantage of it. Let's put a great product on the field Saturday that everybody will be willing to invest in. That's been the message all week.
Man, I think Coach Fred, man, he was messing with you about your service, and now we lost him. So I just texted him to hop back on here. But man, but Coach Quinn, just looking at your journey overall, man, when you look throughout your journey through Alcorn, Jackson State, just throughout all your coaching stops, what's been your biggest learning experience thus far as a coach?
How to manage different personalities. That's the biggest thing in coaching. Man, every day is always something new. You just got to find a way to put that fire out, dealing with different personality, what's going to make him trigger, what's going to make him crash. That's been the biggest challenge in this profession so far.